Thermostat. Thermostat bulb. It's bad, not sensing well. You can see here, there's little openings in the tube, in the cap tube, so it's not sensing the proper temperature. The new thermostat. Just want to be careful with the bulb so that you don't crimp the line, the tube. Bring it up through the bottom of the machine. tight spot, but eventually it'll get it in there. Sometimes you gotta use a little trick like this. If you can see it, I put tape around that slotted screw to hold the screw in, so I could use my hand to hold that thermostat to line it up. So this should work a lot better. Okay, just use a piece of electrical tape and you can get the screws in a lot easier like that. And now I'm going to wire this up. Blue and black wires. Gonna tape this one up again too.
Get the order number for that?
Oh yeah, they'll send it to me. Yeah, they should send it to me.
What's going on with it?
Well, the thermostat, it was getting hot, but not hot enough because
But
the
it was leaking,
the thermostat was broken here.
Yeah.
So it was that's what was causing the leak too, is because it was trying to keep up the temperature, and then it would spew over the water inside the tank. And then it also it had a clog in there also, so should be all set after I get done. I put some cleaner in the tank too to clean out the tank good too. So we should be good after that.
You know how much they charge me for that store?
No.
You did?
The private store.
Oh, get out of here! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You still have my number though, right?
I do.
Yeah,
Reach out to you.
for that bun, that Slurpee. Yeah. What they charge on that?
Over $400.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
The
So-
machine, if I knew that, I won't even turn on. I'm not
He
gonna make
can
$400
use you?
in a year.
Yeah. No.
Oh, on the season with that.
I know. Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin already, we talked about that. If I knew that it's
Yeah.
him, I would call him directly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He
Yeah.
have your number?
Yeah. Yeah. He has my number
the
now.
one, that picture that you sent me.
I am Dominic.
So, tell them to put a tray in there. Always leave a tray with the pizza.
I do that.
Yes.
Okay.
That is-
This one, really excuse my head, but I gotta
I
get
know how
my
it fixes. I know how it fixes.
this one.
I don't know. Except it's not gonna be too much.
Right. Because
If
this
he
water,
I will tell him.
this water,
It happened at the other store too.
no, this water should actually come here. It's coming here now. It was not properly put in there.
No, but it's supposed to be there is no water.
That's why it's there. To have some water condensation out.
Not a black wire. Bear with me, I'm having a little trouble lining this screw up. Okay, got them in there. Sorry about that. But see how they set these fittings way back? So I was able to get them in there and get them tight. So you just want to be cautious of that. I mean, it would be good if the manufacturer used magnetic screws, slotted screws, but they don't. And this manufacturer only uses slotted screws. They don't use Phillips head. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're working on Bunn equipment. But those are in there now, so now I'm going to set up the temperature bulb, and then we should be good to start this up and let it heat up. Gasket so that the water doesn't boil over onto the electrical. So that gasket pops right in there. And you just want to try to get it down to the bottom and then line it up so it's not touching anything up top. There you go. Now that's in. This is the tank. I'm going to clean this tank up a little bit. You can see the hard water here, so I'm going to clean that up some. As best you can, try to clean that up, and then we'll put it back on. Okay, I'm gonna finish putting that pan on, and that water pan. This water pan is what fills the hot tank. The hot water tank is right here. So you got your hot water tank, you got your heater right here, your thermostat that we just changed out, and the inlet water line, outlet water line for the faucet in front, and then this is your feed line that's feeding to the spray head. That's where the water goes through, that's brewing the coffee. So that's just a little information on that stuff. But right now I'm gonna get this water tank put in and then let it heat up so we can see what temperature it's getting to and make sure that thermostat is working. Okay, just remember one thing. This screw that you saw me screwing on there, see that one? That right there. Okay, that one is a little difficult for people to get tight, so a lot of times I'll just use a wrench. Okay, I use the end of a wrench like this, and I'll show you how you get that tight. Because you want to make sure you got a good, nice tight fit. So you just take the wrench like that, put it in between the slots there. Bunn makes a tool for this, but a lot of times they don't have them available, so I've always just done it this way. Okay, you don't want to overdo it, because it is like copper, and it can bend. This can get brittle and it can bend on you, so you just want to get it tight enough, and then you know you have a good fit, so that you don't get any leaks coming out of the bottom here. This is the water feed line right here. That's going to go in like this. And you just want to kind of ease it through, because there is a little gasket there, and that gasket is kind of weak sometimes. So just ease it through there. Then you take this bracket. This is a hold down bracket. Kind of supports this tube, the feed tube. Now that's in there, and I'm gonna leave the top off. Usually I'll put this top right here, goes over it, but I'm gonna leave it off just so you can see how it feeds in and goes into the tank. And also I'm gonna take a temperature reading. I'm gonna go right there for that. See, right now it's at 170 degrees inside that tank, that hot tank. But I want to show you something else too right here on the thermostat. When you get these thermostats put in, a good thing to do is make sure that you hear the click. So when you turn it to the right, that's turning it on. Okay, that's setting it to the higher temp setting. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear it, but when I turn it back to the left, there's a little click. Turn it to the right, you hear that click. That shows that it's on. So it's gonna send a signal to the board to allow it to heat up. And then if I turn it back to the left, you hear that click, and then that's shutting down the heat. So it's gonna say that the heater is satisfied. So I'm gonna turn it. The good thing to do is you see the little tab right there? The little tab. You want to turn that to the right. You hear that click. Keep going all the way to the right, and then turn it a hair back, just so that it's not maxed out. You don't want to max it out. Just all the way to the right, and then a hair back. that should be good enough, and we should get a real good temp. So we'll check that out now. Okay, so now I got this unit plugged back in. I don't think I mentioned it at the beginning, but just to make sure, you always want to make sure you unplug any unit before you work on it, especially if you're going to be working on electrical. And as you can see, this one, it has wires like right up here on top of the hot tank, the hot water tank. So, you know, with those wires right there, you can easily hit something, and then it could hit the wires, and if it's plugged in, it could cause, you know, electrocution, or you can blow a breaker or burn out a board. So you always want to make sure you unplug your equipment before you work on it. So now we got that plugged in. I just want to show you over here in the back of these units have a switch. It's like an on-off switch. Up is on, down is off. So this is the heater switch. So if you ever get a call where they say that their coffee is cold, or the hot water is not hot, the first thing I usually go to look at is to see if that switch in the back is pushed down, because sometimes when they do come around and wipe these down, they might hit this switch. Or sometimes you get people that want to play a joke, and they'll come in and they'll turn these switches off. So you just want to check them, make sure they're in the up position. That's a good thing for troubleshooting. And then we'll go ahead and turn that on. And see right now, that green light right here, that green light should be, it will come on when this heats up to temperature. So right now, let's see what we got. We were at 170, so now it's heating up now. So we'll go ahead and see what this ends up at, and then we should be good after that. Okay, so here we go. You know, up around 190. This should get up to about between 190 195, and it'll usually shut off around there. And see, the green light is on now, so that's letting you know that it's ready to brew. So this unit is all set. I'm gonna button it up, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you can, like and share this video with those who may be interested in watching it. And I appreciate your support. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.